The following is a special presentation of Riverfront Broadcasting Sports. It's time for Pierre Governor Basketball on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. The Pierre Governors are brought to you by State Farm Insurance Becky Potsuba Agency, the American of Fort Pierre, Bank West, Capital City Ford, Lincoln and Toyota, Thornton Electric, and Gales Gas.
Olsen hands it off for Getz. He'll pull it for a long-range three. Buried by Getz! He's now got 10, and the Governors lead it by 5, their largest lead tonight.
And by American Family Insurance Brittany Scheffelbein Agency, CHS River Plains, First Dakota National Bank, Shane's Pharmacy, and Missouri River Dentistry.
To Williger, she'll spin. Kicks it back over. Taylor pulls up for three. That's buried by Graceland Taylor. She's got the Governors up by 6. Taylor's got 5 points.
And by Kruger Contracting, Edward Jones Financial, Lamb Motors, Oahe Federal Credit Union, Todd's Electric, and the South Dakota Office of Attorney General Division of Consumer Protection.
Rebound tipped around and is going to be grabbed by the Golden Eagles. They go down the floor with 7 seconds to go. Pass for Fritz, lost the handle of the ball. It's grabbed by Getz with 2 seconds to go. The time will run out and the Governors will win it 53-51.
And now to the booth we go for Pierre Governor Basketball.
And a good evening as we welcome you here to Huron Arena as the Pierre Governors and the Huron Tigers meet up in the ESD battle. Both these teams coming in similar records, 7-6 for the Pierre Governors, 7-8 for the Huron Tigers. As they are down to the final 5 games, the Governors will still have another 6 games after tonight, but the Governors right now sitting at number 8 in the AA standings. You talk about big games, you talk about making sure you get wins, so you got to beat the teams below you in the standings. And to do that, you got to do that tonight. And if you do that, then you continue to move up in the standings. Next Tuesday's matchup, the good thing is for the Governors, after tonight, they're not playing it until next Tuesday. So when you worry about the Brookings Bobcats, who are right above you in the standings, there's not much to look at there because you're not worried about that team until you see them next Tuesday. But for this Pierre Governor team right now, the focus has got to be on the Huron Tigers. They are in 13th place in the AA standings, but a couple of seat points difference. They move up to 12, who is the T-Area Titans, who they just lost to on Saturday. And then all of a sudden you're still less than a point away from, or just 1 point away from getting all the way up to 10th if you're the Huron Tigers. So this is a team for Huron. If they win down the stretch, they're going to like where they're going to be at the end of the season. Same for the Pierre Governors. You win down the stretch, you're going to like where you're at to make sure you get back to the state tournament for another year in a row to continue what has been going on for the last several years. And, the Governors 2 years ago were runner-ups at state. They got to the state championship. Last year they won the Constellation Championship. This is a team that wants to do the exact same thing. They want to get back to that to Rapid City. Granted, that'll be the first time since they were, in Sioux Falls the last couple of years, but they want to get to Rapid City, get back to the state tournament, and these are games that you have to have. Saturday's game, we'll talk with Coach Kirk Beebe about Saturday's game just a little bit, and then continue to move forward into then getting ready for this game too. But this Pierre Governor team, they gutted it out on Saturday, and the legs were a little bit tired, and Coach Beebe says, I'm not going to make any excuses. We didn't play well enough down the stretch. Every possession is important from the start to the finish. But the Governor team, you could see that they were exhausted by the time that game came to an end. And the second road game in their last 3 in their last 3 games, second road game that week, going to Harrisburg on Tuesday and then to T on that Saturday, and playing them Friday night at home as well. And there was a lot of basketball to be played. So just one game this week where the Governors want to make sure that they find a strong performance. A good performance is always a tough place to play at the Huron Arena. It's a great environment. It's a different environment. Sometimes, the word great may not be the right word if it's a little bit less of a crowd or if it's more spread out. Maybe it's not as loud as you might think it would be at the Huron Arena, but it's still a unique place to play at, and it's always fun to come to the Huron Arena. It's always tough to come to the Huron Arena and win basketball games, too, against the Tigers. So that's another aspect to add on to it. So this Governor team is excited for the challenge tonight and excited to have the opportunity to take on this Huron Tiger team. And again, after tonight, they have a chance to kind of relax a little bit, and we'll see what Coach Bebout maybe wants to take a day off or two. Maybe they don't take any days off, but just go a little bit lighter in practice, whatever it might be. After tonight, they don't play until next Tuesday, but then they have another 3-game week where they play Tuesday at Brookings, then home against Mitchell and Sioux Falls that Friday and Saturday. They have just 2 road games left after this, of the 5 or 6 that will be remaining on the season. But again, it is still a grueling stretch of this season where the Pierre Governors want to be at their best, starting now, moving into the final stretch run of the season, as they can see in front of them that they can make the Sodak 16 home game, and makes that much easier of an opportunity. It's still tough to get to the state tournament. Don't want to take that away from anybody, but everybody would love to be playing at home. The home court advantage, the Pierre crowd that you can have, but you got to make sure you get wins, especially when you're playing a team below you in the standings. You got to get wins down the stretch of this season to make sure you stay in the top 8. And the Governors have that opportunity here tonight against the Huron Tiger squad. Huron on the other side, they're also a team that is coming in having played a lot of games. They played last Tuesday, as well as also playing Friday and Saturday. Granted, they were at home all 3 of those games, but they went 1-2 in that stretch with Sioux Falls and Spearfish. They lost both those games to Sioux Falls and Spearfish, and then beat Sturgis by 6. So this is a team that's coming in, going 2-2 in their last 4 games, 3-3 in their last 6 games. But they played a lot of basketball as well. Again, it was all home, so it's a little bit different than what the Governors had, and maybe the fatigue may not be as much of an issue for Huron, but the Governors, again, aren't going to use that as an excuse whether Huron played 0 games or 5 games of last week. They're going to be worried about themselves, and Coach Bebout and his team, they're going to be ready to go tonight and looking for a win over this Huron Tigers squad. Sophomore game just got over with. The Huron Tigers won the sophomore game, so we're closing in on getting set for tip-off between the Governors and the Huron Tigers. We're about 20 minutes away, a little less than 20 minutes away from tip-off between the Govs and the Huron Tigers. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll start our conversation with our coaches. First, we'll talk with the head coach and Coach Kaufman of the Huron Tigers. We'll talk with him next. You're listening to Pierre Governor Basketball on Capital City Rock, and you're watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Larry Fry Heating and Cooling has a new name. Kruger Climate Systems has acquired Larry Fry Heating and Cooling, but it's still the same great service. Your friend Larry Fry is still a manager, and his dedication to providing you with outstanding service remains unwavering. The same quality products and services you have come to expect from Larry Fry Heating and Cooling will continue under the new leadership of Kruger Climate Systems. You can still reach us at 605-224-9548 or email us at ryan@krugercontracting.com. Kruger Climate Systems, your certified Trane and Mitsubishi dealer in Central South Dakota.
As community bankers, BankWest employees are deeply committed to supporting local causes, growing the local economy, and creating local opportunities. At a time when you can bank anywhere, we hope you choose BankWest. We'll be your financial partner for the long haul, helping you and your community achieve financial success. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Has it been years since you've been to the dentist? Are you afraid to see a dentist? If so, you are among many people who feel this way. Hi, I am Dr. Michelle Hofer of Missouri River Dentistry. At our office, we pride ourselves as an office that uses a personal touch to offer gentle dentistry, tailored to fit each patient's needs. We do so by utilizing state-of-the-art equipment and methods which allow the patients to feel comfortable. So whether it has been many years or 6 months since your last dental visit, your oral health is important. We invite you to call us at Missouri River Dentistry, 223-2021, 223-2021.
Most of us already know that Gales Gas of Pierre is the place to call for propane. They offer an automatic fill plan so you never have to worry about running out of propane. They accept debit and credit payments or a budget payment plan to spread out the cost throughout the year so you never have surprises when you get your bill. For delivery, convenience, and great customer service, call Gales Gas at 224-5518. That's Gales Gas at 224-5518.
With any dream, the wind won't always be at your back, the sun won't always be shining, and some rain is going to fall. American Family Insurance is like a good solid roof that you can trust to protect your biggest dreams. With plans that could save you up to 23% when you bundle your home and auto. Also, you can continue to dream fearlessly, no matter what comes your way. American Family Insurance.
Visit mfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company assigned its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Contact the Brittany Shufflebind Agency, LLC, 224-6627.
Looking for your next new or used car, truck, or SUV? Then go no further than the comfort of your own home. Shop online at lambmotor.com. On lambmotor.com, you'll find the vehicles Lambs has in stock. You can schedule a test drive or your vehicle's next tune-up all online. New or used, shop for it all online anywhere you are. Lamb Motor has the right vehicle for you. Lamb Motor in Oneida and online, lambmotor.com.
As we welcome back to the pregame here on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. Joining me is Coach Kaufman of the Huron Tigers. And, Coach, coming in, a big game against Pierre, and records are pretty similar overall. But before we get into that, the feeling going into tonight at home against the Governors.
Yeah, it's a big game. Any game is big, but obviously when you get to the last of the season, we're 3/4 of the way done. We have 5 games left. We get to play Pierre at home, on a Tuesday night. And, I like the way we've had practice. On Monday we practiced Friday, Saturday, so just one day of practice to prepare. But I thought we had a good practice yesterday. And when you look at the standings, Pierre's in the middle of the pack, and it's one of those where if you look at some of Pierre's wins and some of Pierre's losses, some of our wins, some of our losses, those games are just 50-50 games in my opinion, and this is another one tonight, and whoever shows up and plays the best basketball is going to have the chance to win the game.
When you look at film against this Pierre Governor team, what stands out to you the most?
Well, Lennox Dupree, right? But that's nothing new. We've been saying that for 2 years now. A premier guard in the state, and especially at the AA level. So, she takes, quite, the majority of the shots. But nothing's ever forced with her, right? It seems like she's always getting open looks, but that's because she's so skilled. getting to the rim, mid-range, shooting the three. She doesn't need much space to shoot the three. So that stands out. And then, like every coach B-Bout team is, they play extremely hard, and fast. They run a lot of sets, so they're difficult to guard. They're going to play a lot of defenses, so it's tough to to prepare for just one. So you got to do so many things in one day of practice to be ready for it. But, one thing that Pierre doesn't have that they have in the last few years is the size inside. It's much size, right? The Soma girl is inside, but lost some of that from last year, so they match up really well with us. We'll start a 6-footer, they'll start a 6-footer, and then it's pretty much guards around the other 7 or 8, girls that play. So, we got to control Lennox, and hopefully, you don't stop her, but just slow her down, make it tough on her, and then, hope that the other girls miss shots tonight.
And that's some of the other thing too. And you mentioned all the different sets and the different defense they run. How do you adjust that on the bench? But how do you make sure that gets adjusted out on the floor on top of it?
Yeah, one thing that we've been working on with our girls, no matter what defense we're going against, right, is attacking. When we're tentative, when we sit back, and let the defense dictate. When we're tentative, when we sit back, and let the defense dictate what we're doing, whether it's man, whether it's zone, whether it's full court press, half court, you name it. If we're not going towards our basket, we're not very good. When we do that, we're pretty good. I feel like our offensive skill is good enough that we can do that. The other thing that we've been stressing a lot more is teams have been playing a lot of zone against us because we don't take a lot of threes. I think in the last 5 games we've averaged like 10, 11 threes a game. Taken. Which in this era, that's not a lot of threes at all. So trying to get us to shoot the ball a little bit more. I feel like we're very capable of doing such a thing. Our girls got to believe that they can and, have the confidence in themselves as well. So more or less it's, slowing ourselves down, making sure that, we see what kind of defense they're in, but also just being able to attack it, getting north and south and then kicking out and taking open shots.
Well, this Pierre team has played a lot of games on the road over the last couple of weeks and played in quite a few games in a row as well over the last couple of weeks. The fatigue could be an issue for them. How do you make sure that you can take advantage of potential fatigue for the Governors?
Well, we play a lot of the same, right? We want to play fast as well. We use our quickness and lack of height as well, so, and the same thing, we played last week, Tuesday, we played Friday, we played Saturday, so, it's just that time of year, right, where everybody is in that. And again, whoever can handle that fatigue, whoever can, find the mental capacity to, fight through that stuff and knock down a shot big. I mean, you look at this game and you ask, a lot of people that follow it, they're going to say this is, a 50-50 game. It's going to come down to who can, make some plays at the end and who can fight through some of that stuff, foul trouble, fatigue type of thing at the end. So, they might have, they might be fatigued a little bit, but all in all, this is a District 3, this is a District 3 rivalry game, and everybody will be ready to play on both sides.
And then, knock on wood, how's everybody doing injury-wise as we get down to the final quarter of the season?
Yeah, again, knock on wood, we lost a girl early to a torn ACL before Christmas, but outside of that, we haven't had any injury. Had one girl miss last Tuesday's game because of illness, but outside of that, we've been fairly healthy. So yeah, hopefully our luck continues on that, because I know you watch a lot of games and you see a lot of teams missing players right now, but or had missed players, and are hopefully getting healthy for the stretch run. But right now we're full strength and we'll be ready to go.
Overall, then, biggest key for Huron to get a win tonight?
Yeah, we got to shoot the ball well. We won a game Saturday and shot 19% from the field, so a win's a win, right? And we'll take it, but we got to shoot the ball better. We got to be able to just shoot it with confidence, even if we don't make it. We got to be able to let the ball go and watch it go through the hoop a couple times and gain some confidence on that. So if we shoot the ball well tonight, I like our chances. If we're hesitant and try and get everything at the rim, that'll be a long night for us.
Coach, I appreciate the time. Good luck tonight.
Absolutely, thank you.
That is Coach Kaufman of the Huron Tigers. Back with more of the pregame show next year on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
No one likes to have electrical problems, but when they happen, call Todd's Electric at 223-2518. With over 28 years of experience, Todd's Electric can handle any type of electrical problem, whether it's residential, commercial, or agricultural. Their knowledgeable staff knows and understands the importance of your home, business, or ag facility and are prepared to help. Call Todd's Electric at 223-2518. That's 223-2518. Todd's Electric, serving the Pierre and Fort Pierre areas. The line to power.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Your Pierre area Edward Jones Financial Advisors understand this. That's why Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of Governor Athletics on KCCR. Go Govs! For all your investment needs, call or stop by one of our offices to visit with your Pierre area Edward Jones Financial Advisor. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Hey you. Are you at a job that is fulfilling, has good benefits to support you or a family today, and retirement goes down the road? If you just said no, listen up. CHS River Plains is hiring operations personnel, drivers, and custom applicators at several locations. These come with a knockout affordable benefit package for you and the whole family. Apply to a job with CHS River Plains and up your benefits straight up. To apply, visit us online at chsriverplains.com or stop in at one of our locations. CHS is an equal opportunity employer.
Capital City Ford, Lincoln, Toyota, and Pierre, where exceptional customer service meets an incredible inventory lineup. Looking for your dream car? Our expert team is here to guide you every step of the way. From dependable Fords to luxurious Lincolns and versatile Toyotas, we have something for every taste, need, and budget. Experience the difference with us today. Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota.
As we go, welcome back to the pregame show here on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. Joining me is Coach Kirk Bebout of the Pierre Governors. Coach, a tough loss on Saturday against T. Get right back on the court on the road again here against Huron. But let's go back to last Saturday real quick. Biggest takeaway from the loss to T.
Oh, I think we tried to gut it out and give it, what we could. It's just that's happened sometimes. Course of a season, not making excuses, but I mean it's pretty hard to go full season, 20 games without a lapse. And T's good. T's very capable. I think I told you that before the game, right? So, it's just one of those things where you got to be really on point every single game and on an edge, and every possession matters. And I think our girls have really up until Saturday, I think, and Saturday we gave our best effort, but I couldn't be happier with how they've performed and competed with anyone and everyone.
this Huron team, and again, you're on the road again. You mentioned, don't make any excuses, but this has been the busiest stretch and a lot of road games on top of it. So another road game against Huron, but this Huron team at 7-8, what have you seen from them on film going into tonight?
Yeah, I mean, almost you can put every game is very similar here on out. I mean, Harrisburg and T included, Harrisburg were super focused. We made some plays and got a win. And T, we fought hard, but just didn't quite make the plays on the stretch. Every game's going to be like that, and this one's no different. So, whoever makes the plays, big plays at the end, and is focused to start the game, that's who's going to come out on top.
And you just mentioned it too. Being able to make those key plays and how important that is, and not that you want to have a loss at any point in the season, but that could be a T game, a loss where it really helps keep these girls focused throughout the rest of the season, and those plays are ready to go. A good loss overall.
Yeah, I mean, I never like losing, man. Nobody likes to lose, and I promise you, I hate losing as much as anyone you're going to find. So I don't like it, but it's just a reality of what we're doing here. We are not OG. We're not undefeated for last year. We have our deficiencies. We have to work extremely, extremely hard, and we have to, we just have to make it happen, and it takes a lot of effort, and sometimes it's not going to go your way. That's just the fact of it. So as long as we are out there and we are putting our best foot forward and doing it with good attitudes, win or lose, honestly, I feel good about it. But yes, I do hate losing. So no matter who it is, when it is, where it is.
Some of the points here for tonight against this Huron Tiger team, what needs to be good both offensively and defensively?
Offensively, I think we just need to, everything needs to just be a tick sharper, quicker. Sometimes we're just cutting a tick late or just missing a screen and I felt like we've been playing pretty fearless up until Saturday, and then we just kind of, for whatever reason, we lost our aggressiveness and the confidence a little bit. So, just going out there and throwing caution to the wind, being fearless, go make plays. What's the worst thing that can happen? So, I want to get back. I like to see us get back to that on offense, and then, defensively, like I just told the girls, it's that time of year where everyone's pretty good. So we're not going to force 30 turnovers and like we do early in the season. You're just not gonna. So those rebounds become even more critical, where we're not giving away extra possessions and we're able to rebound the basketball. So we work so hard on defense that we can't keep giving them extra possessions.
In this Huron Arena, you've played here just almost every single year, at least every other year, but it can get somewhat quiet depending on how the crowd is. And I think we might have talked about this one other time too, that you got to be able to get your own energy, right? In a game like this, hopefully maybe the crowd is going to be big and it's going to be a good energy from the crowd, but you got to be able to bring your own energy tonight too.
Yeah, no matter, that's kind of like our mantra a little bit too, is anytime we step on the floor, it doesn't matter where we're at, we want to be the hardest playing team on the floor. So, but you're right. It's always a little, I don't know how to describe it, but there's definitely a different atmosphere and setting when it comes to the Huron Arena. I think that's, obviously anyone who's ever been here, played in here, knows and understands that. So, yeah, either you're locked in or you're not. I think if you're locked in, you don't even really realize what's going on in the crowd and stuff like that anyway. So just being locked in, ready to go and focus on what we have to do.
And overall here tonight, biggest key for the Governors to get the win?
Have fun. We don't have a whole lot of time left, and we just want to enjoy every single opportunity we get to be together. So, play hard and have fun.
Coach, I appreciate it. Time as always. Good luck tonight.
All right, thank you.
As head coach Kirk Beba of the Pierre Governors, back with more of the pregame show next year on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Building a home. It's the biggest investment most of us make in a lifetime. Not to mention, it's a decision that, well, you pretty much live with day and night. The quality of the workmanship stares back at you like a reflection. It also affects the value of your investment. Choosing the right contractor is critical. Kruger Contracting is that contractor. Call 222-2523. Quality workmanship and materials completed on time. Kruger Contracting. In a word, quality. Call 222-2523.
Becky Potsaba and State Farm Insurance are here to help you with your insurance and banking needs. State Farm's not just insurance. It's banking, investments, IRAs, loans, and a whole lot more. We offer guidance in a personal and caring way that helps you manage the risks of everyday life, recover from the unexpected, and find ways to control costs so you can realize your dreams. We know how life is, and we're here for you. Stop in to see Becky at 1315 East Wells Avenue in Pierre, or call Becky at 224-4173.
Is it the competition that keeps bringing you back? The long-standing rivalries? Or is it seeing friends again and cheering on your favorite team? At First Dakota, we're here for it all. We appreciate the fans, the players, the coaches and officials, the concessions crew. The shared community experience is part of what makes life here great, and we're here for it. See you at the game. First Dakota National Bank, member FDIC.
Ferding Electric and their team of electricians have been serving the electrical needs of Central South Dakota for over 60 years. For fast, dependable service, call Ferding Electric. For free estimates, commercial, residential, and farm wiring, you'll find a large selection of light bulbs, including the hard-to-find fluorescent bulbs. Ferding Electric at 2903 East Elizabeth Street in Pierre. They'll do the job right the first time. Call 605-224-8684. Ferding Electric, 605-224-8684.
We welcome you back as we get set for tip-off between the Pierre Governors and the Huron Tigers as we look at the starting lineups for both these teams. For the Pierre Governors, the road team, wearing black jerseys tonight with the green letters and numbers. It is Lennox Dupree, the 5'6", the senior guard. Number 11, Emery Larson, the 5'5", junior guard. Number 20, Grayson Taylor, the 5'5", senior guard. Number 23, Grace Richter, the 5'7", senior forward. And number 24, Addison Soma, the 5'10", senior center. For the Huron Tigers here this evening, their starting lineups: number 14, Allison James, the 5'7", senior guard. Number 20, Allie Davis, the 5'7", junior forward. Hilton Hines, and wear number 22, the 5'8", junior guard. Number 23, Abigail Harrington, the 5'9", sophomore forward. And Chloe Carr, the 6' junior center, as we are ready to go from the Huron Arena. Grace Richter and Chloe Carr for the opening tip. It is underway. The tip-off will be controlled by the Huron Tigers. They get the first possession as they work it from the top to the bottom of your radio dial. And if you're watching on YouTube at KCCR Sports, Huron wearing the white jerseys with the black shoulders, as this will be up off the basket and miss from Carr, and the rebound is grabbed by Addison Soma. Grayson Taylor quickly up the floor for Grace Richter, and then Soma gets the bounce pass from Richter, but missed the shot, and the rebound will be grabbed by Harrington. Up the middle of the floor, there's a quick shot from Hilton Hines that's offline. Lennox Dupree will grab the rebound, and early misses for both teams. 35 seconds in here into this first quarter. Taylor for Richter on the left elbow. Going underneath on the right baseline. Dupree will try and up and under. Can't get the shot away. Out for Taylor for three. That's strong. And the rebound will be grabbed by the Tigers. Fought 4 and 1 by Carr. And outlets it up ahead as Allie Davis will bring it down to make that. Allison James will bring it down the floor. Ball poked away by Dupree. And then we get a foul away from the ball. Or was it on Dupree? No, we'll be away from the ball. It's on Addison Soma. And a fresh 35 here with 6:54 to go in the first quarter. As Carr will catch around the perimeter. Throws it out top for Hilton Hines. Hines will drive in as she gets caught up and tripped up, and we get a blocking foul. And it will still be Huron ball on the baseline underneath. As this time, well, Soma again gets called for the foul. That's her second, and 6:46 to go here in the first quarter. We have baseline inbound. Out to the corner on the right side. Trying to drive in is Allie Davis. Gets all the way free. High off the glass. Missed the shot. Rebounds grabbed by Soma. She'll lead the breakout up. And then we'll hand it back to Dupree after she crosses midcourt. Now Taylor will catch. She's wide open. Drives left baseline. Shot again just a bit too strong. Rebound is fought for. Soma will grab it out to Taylor. Taylor, right side. Emery Larson's open for three. That one's offline. And the rebound will be grabbed by the Tigers. Lids are on the basket right now. to open things up in this ball game. 6:10 to go in the first quarter, and then we get a traveling violation, first turnover from the Huron Tigers with 6:08 to go here in the first quarter. So outside of a quick shot, we're going to go the first 2 minutes without any baskets. As Lennox Dupree, the right side for Taylor, easily breaking the press as Richter will drive in. Quick jump shots missed. 8-foot jump shot missed by Richter, and the rebounds grabbed by the Huron Tigers. Driving in, Hilton Hines. She'll create separation, but miss the shot. The rebounds grabbed by Soma, and there's a foul committed by the Huron Tigers. And we will get our first Huron foul of the evening. James will pick up her first foul, and the team's first as well. Lennox Dupree to the left side for Taylor. Governors with good ball movement, easily breaking the press again. Larson on the right side into the front court. Works it back out to Dupree. 5:35 to go here in the first quarter. Still no score on the American Family Insurance Brittany Shufflebine scoreboard. Soma catches out top, trying to go backdoor for Dupree. Missed her, but Taylor will pick it up. Then Taylor tried to skip past, and that ball's turned over as it was tipped and stolen away by the Tigers. And then tipped and knocked away by Taylor to keep Hilton Hines from driving to the basket. And we get a whistle with 5:18 remaining here in period number one. Hilton Hines will catch the inbound pass. 27 to go on the shot clock. That pass is going to be deflected, stolen away by Grace Richter. She is wide open, carries it down the floor, and will put up the 2 points. Right-handed layup for Grace Richter. And that's how our scoring starts. 2-0, 5 minutes to go in the first. Into the front court. James will pick up her dribble. Make that Davis picks up her dribble. And we'll find it for James on the right side. Starts to drive baseline. Got cut off. And then the ball is on the end line, barely on the end line, as Dupree couldn't come away with it. And we get a whistle as Addison Soma will check out with 4:47 to go here in the first quarter. Molly Olsen is in for the first time. Our first sub of the evening. Chloe Carr in the corner on the left side. Right below us here at the Huron Arena. Driving wide open with right-handed layup on the left side was missed. The rebound's tipped around and grabbed by the Tigers. That was missed by Allie Davis. She was so wide open. Then Taylor took the ball away, almost tripped up the girl, but Taylor will go coast to coast and lay that one in. And it's a 4-0 lead, and a timeout will be taken by Coach Kaufman. 3 turnovers by the Huron Tigers with 4:21 to go in the first quarter. Pierre's got a 4-0 lead. Quick 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it here on KCCR. Make that on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. Over on KCCR, Dylan Simmons has the Pierre boys game as they are taking on the Huron Tigers. Coming up on Friday, make that Saturday. It is a boys basketball game, and it'll be on KCCR. Last Saturday, it is, if we have 2 games on the air, the girls game will be on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. The boys game will be on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. If there is just one game and we're covering just one game, it will always be on KCCR. We will always have a Pierre Governor basketball game on KCCR. You can always check Capital City Rock, and for the most part, if we don't have the other game on the air from Pierre basketball, you're probably going to go over and hear the Hawaii Capitals on Capital City Rock. So we're going to have games on the air, but Pierre basketball will always be on KCCR with 2 games. The girls' game will be on Capital City Rock. Here into the front court for the Huron Tigers after the first timeout. Graceland Taylor trying to strip the ball away from Davis. That pass is deflected, and it's going to be stolen by the Governors. Emery Larson works up the court. Then the pass goes behind Grace Richter, and that'll go out of play and a turnover by the Governors. 4 turnovers for Huron, 2 so far for the Governors. Coach Kaufman talked about how they did not shoot the ball well last Saturday. That was a turnover. That was a travel as the catch was made by Masson Jurgens, who has checked in. And Jurgens thought about a quick pass, but did not dribble or pass the ball away, and ends up traveling in a 5th turnover now by the Tigers in the first quarter. 3:45 remaining here in the first. Graceland Taylor with it out top. Underneath for Dupree, takes 1 dribble, high off the glass, misses the shot. Olsen comes flying in, trying to get the rebound, and it bounces off her hand and out of play. And we get a whistle with 3:39 as it will go to the Huron Tigers. Governors are in their press as well defensively. That pass goes up. Olsen almost cut off and was able to steal the ball away from Harrington. Now a long three is away by Hides. Rebound is grabbed and a foul committed by the Governors. Lennox Dupree will get called for the foul, and Huron will have their chance for their first points as Addison Knight, who is in as well for the first time for Huron, will step to the line. First foul by Lennox Dupree. First free throw is missed, though, by Knight. 3:27 to go here in the first quarter. Get a sub as Allison James is back in. And we'll spell Abigail Harrington, the sophomore. James, one of the seniors for the Tigers. That one's good for the second free throw, so it's 4-1. Tigers are on the board with 3:25 remaining here in the first quarter. Dupree right in the middle of the floor. Larson catches it wide open, gets to the free throw line, pulls up for the jumper, and knocks it down. Emery Larson's first bucket. Governor's first bucket that's outside of a layup. And it is now the other way for a layup. Falling to the floor was James, but the offensive rebound's grabbed with no fresh shot clock, and the ball's stolen away by the Governors again. Lennox Dupree racing down the floor. Here's a right-handed layup. That one just doesn't fall as she was right in the middle of the basket. The lefty Dupree went to the right hand and almost was able to roll it into the basket. But we'll go to the free throw line for two, as this foul will be committed by Addison Knight, her first. And Dupree's first free throw will rattle home. So 7-1 lead now here for the Governors with 2:56 to go in the first quarter. Second free throw, that one's also good for Dupree as she goes 2 for 2 from the line. And it's 8-1. Ball poked away, but not stolen by the Governors. Still into the backcourt. Then that ball's loose, and it will be a travel committed by the Tigers at midcourt. Grace Richter helped take that one away. 7 turnovers now here in the first quarter for Huron with 2:47 remaining. Taylor will inbound for Dupree. It's a great start here for the Governor defense. Emery Larson to the right side. Throws it over right wing for Dupree. Underneath for Olsen. First shot is missed, but can't get the rebound for a second opportunity. And a fast break the other way in transition for the Tigers. At the free throw line, Hines picks up her dribble, then drives in from James out to the right wing, right corner for three. That is missed, and the rebound and foul is committed by Huron, and it will go the other way. And Addison Knight picks up her second and the third team foul with 2:23 to go here in the first quarter. 8-1. Governors lead it by 7 as Soma will check back in for Olsen. We get to Jency Jorgen that will check in for the Huron Tigers. As again, this press has been no problem for the Governors right now. Grace Richter gets into the front court easily and will give it back to Dupree. Right side for Larson. Top of the key for Richter, working at left wing. Dupree will catch, pump fakes the three, drives in, then finds Taylor wide open to the basket of him, but she missed the shot. Missed the bunny from underneath. Too wide open and maybe starting to feel maybe some pressure. Then Larson will take the ball away, and a foul will be committed again by the Huron Tigers. 8th turnover of the quarter. Jency Gergen will get called for the foul. And the Governors with 1:55 to go. That's the 4th team foul for the Tigers. So the next foul puts the Governors in the bonus the rest of the way. Top of the key, Dupree's open, takes the three, buries the triple. An 11-1 lead for the Governors. 1:40 to go here in the first quarter. Just 1 point so far for the Tigers. James works it left side. As Harrington will hand off. Make that Harrington will get the handoff, then travels another time. 9th turnover by the Tigers, with still 1:32 remaining here in the first quarter. Masson Jurgens will check in, as well as also Chloe Carr back into the game. Davis will take his seats. Well, the Governors can extend this double-digit lead, and yet they only have 11 points in the scoreboard right now. Larson, the left side. Taylor jumps high for it, able to knock it down and corral it. Lennox Dupree here at the top of the key. Hands off for Taylor, gives away for Richter. Now Dupree open right wing for three, looking for back-to-back triples. Soma with the offensive board. Then she has fouled the putback and will go to the line for 2. 15 foul upcoming for the Tigers. Soma's at the free throw line. And Chloe Carr will pick up her first. 10-point advantage here for the Governors. Soma on the free throw line. Knocks down the first one to make it 12-1. She scored 7. It was a big reason why the Governors were in the lead in that first half against the T-Titans, as she goes 2 for 2 from the free throw line, but did not score the rest of that game. As she'll come out, Molly Olson will check back in. 1:08 to go here in quarter number 1. It's a 13-1 lead for the Pierre Governors. Into the front court, poked away by Taylor, another steal. 10th turnover of the quarter by Huron. Under a minute to go in the first quarter. Governors going to extend this 12-point lead. Coach Kaufman's got to be wondering what's the change going into the second quarter. I'm sure he's got some idea. They got to figure out something in a hurry. Dupree drives in. Out for Larson, but a travel was called. Larson knocked down the 3, but it was a travel committed by Lennox Dupree. A 3rd turnover by the Governors. With 44 seconds to go, Davis will check back in. And we'll also get Abigail Harrington to check back in. A little offense for defense with 44.3 to go. They could go 2 for 1, but I think at this point, you got to work the offense to just get a shot and get a good shot to go. Have not made, as Taylor pokes the ball away another time. 11th turnover, stolen by the Governors. 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock, so the Govs could hold for the final shot. Taylor on the left wing, lobs it down low for Olson. Turns to the left hand, off the glass and in. Molly Olson's on the score sheet. 15-1, 20 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Almost an elbow could have been called, or a charge against Davis on Taylor. As getting in the lane, Hilton Hines will travel. Another turnover with 11.4 to go. Pierce forced 12 Huron turnovers in the first quarter alone. 15-1 our score, down to 8 seconds. Richter lobs it up ahead for Larson, down to 4 seconds. Larson, pull-up jumper, too strong. Rebounds grabbed by the Tigers, and that will take us to the end of the first quarter. 15-1. The Governors have built a 14-point lead, holding Huron to 0 field goals and 1 for 2 from the free throw line. 15-1 after 1. Back with the second quarter in a minute here on KCCR. Make that back in a minute with the second quarter on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Have you ever wondered what the benefits are of becoming a Owyhee Federal Credit Union member? At Owyhee Federal Credit Union, we reinvest profits in you. We do this in the form of lower interest rates, higher dividends, and low to no fees. So come check us out or come in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre, because at Owyhee Federal Credit Union, we treat our members like they own the place because, well, they do.
Owyhee Federal Credit Union.
At Shane's Pharmacy, your health care is important, and Shane wants to be the pharmacist to take care of you. Shane's Pharmacy will make sure your prescriptions are filled in a timely manner, they will answer your questions, and they will even deliver to your home or office. Call 223-9200. Shane's Pharmacy, the pharmacy you know and trust. The number again is 223-9200. Shane's Pharmacy in Fort Pierre, proud to support high school athletics.
As we welcome you back, it is the second quarter, 15-1 of the American Family Insurance Brittany Shufflebine scoreboard. Lennox Dupree led the way with 5 points, but you had Molly Olson, Emery Larson, Graceland Taylor, and Grace Richter all getting field goals, and Soma going 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Lennox Dupree on the baseline, drives all the way up to the pump fake and off the glass. Easily good for Lennox Dupree, who now has 7, and the Governors lead it by 16, 17-1. Ball knocked away, free, another turnover. 13th turnover of the game. Up ahead for Richter, who will catch and lay it in. It's 19-1. Richter's got her second layup. 18-point lead. Picking up the dribble right in front of the half court. Here's Haley Rogers now for the Tigers. They're going to find some kind of offense. James, ball's taken away. We'll get a jump ball that will stay with the Huron Tigers. as we have 7:15 to go here in the first half. 19-1. Inbound pass here for the Tigers, as Hilton Hines will drive to the free throw line. Kicks it for Harrington, picks up her dribble, can't find anybody to pass it to. Now tries to throw it underneath. Hines will catch off the glass and gets that one to finally fall. And Hilton Hines gets the first field goal of the game for the Huron Tigers, coming a minute into the second quarter. 19-3, still a 16-point advantage for the Governors. Lennox Dupree on the right side for Larson. Bounce pass out top for Richter. Lost the ball, but still passed it over to Dupree. Top of the key for Olsen, right side for Larson. She'll step to her left, pull up for three. Knocked down by Emery Larson. 22-3, Governors now on top. 5 points for Larson here in the first half. Into the front court. Moving into the corner. It'll be for Rogers. Going underneath for Carr. Left-handed shot will fall for Chloe Carr. And back-to-back possessions here for the Tigers with field goals. 22-5. Richter will pick up her dribble. Hands it back for Taylor as the Governors will set the offense up. Richter trying to go underneath, but too late on the pass attempt. And that's a turnover by the Governors. Fourth one of the evening now for Pierre. Top of the key for the Huron Tigers in the front court as they're working to the bottom of your radio dial. Driving in with the left hand. That one will fall off the rim from Hilton Hines. Larson will grab the rebound. And the Governors will go back the other way up to the top of your radio dial with a 17-point lead still. 5:35 to go here in the second quarter. Taylor on the left wing. Lobs it off the fake screen from Olsen, but then her shot was missed at the bottom of the backboard. And the rebound's grabbed by the Tigers. Largest lead at 19 for the Governors. It's now 17 and make it a 15-point game. An easy layup for Allie Davis. And right now those three field goals have all come with easy layups for the Tigers. As Grace Richter will go down the floor. She'll put the basket up, and that one's missed. And the rebound after the air ball is grabbed by the Tigers. That pass will go up ahead. Lennox Dupree will easily steal that one. And Dupree will drive in. Good bounce pass for Richter, who will lay it in that time. And a timeout will be taken by Coach Bebout. 24-7. Governors lead it by 17 with 4:54 to go here in the first half. We'll take a 30-second break. Come back. You're listening to Pierre Governor Basketball on Capital City Rock, and you're watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
At Shane's Pharmacy, your health care is important, and Shane wants to be the pharmacist to take care of you. Shane's Pharmacy will make sure your prescriptions are filled in a timely manner, they will answer your questions, and they will even deliver to your home or office. Call 223-9200. Shane's Pharmacy, the pharmacy you know and trust. The number again is 223-9200. Shane's Pharmacy in Fort Pierre, proud to support high school athletics.
As we welcome you back, 24-7 is our score on the American Family Insurance Brittany Shufflebine scoreboard. With Emma Thielen back at the station, John McClure with you on this Tuesday evening. Friday, we've got a doubleheader of hockey on Capital City Rock, here on Capital City Rock, as the YA Lady Capitals will face Sioux Falls in Sioux Falls at 6:15. And then that Dylan Simmons will have the call of that game. And then I'll have the call of the Capital Boys taking on the Rushmore Thunder Friday night at 8:15. It is a interesting set because there's a possibility that the girls' game will still be going while the boys' game gets started, or maybe we don't have to worry about it at all, but we will join the boys' game after the girls' game is done. We will join that in progress after the girls' game is done. As we're back to basketball here on Tigers in the backcourt, coming out of the timeout. Governors lead 24-7 on the American Family Insurance Brittany Shufflebine scoreboard. In the corner is Chloe Carr. Carr with a bounce pass. Rogers out top for Hilton Hines. Hines will start to drive, kick it over now for Rogers. That pass goes over the top of Carr, and it's intercepted by the Governors. And that is a turnover 15 of the first half for the Tigers. 4:20 remaining here in the second quarter. Lob pass over the top for Soma. That is a good shot, a good play for the Pierre Governors. Addison Soma has now got 4, and the Govs are back up to their largest lead at 19, 26-7. That pass almost thrown away by Soma as it got to the corner. 4:09 remaining. And it is Huron basketball 26-7. As we'll get a sub checking in. As Madison Jurgens will check in, as well as also Allie Davis, both in the game. Hilton Hines out top. That ball is lost. It's off of Hines. Another turnover by the Tigers. 16 turnovers here the first half. 26-7, 4 minutes to go, halfway through the second quarter. Emery Larson out left side for Richter. Lennox Dupree, she's wide open for a three in the left wing, and it just is left short, and the rebound is grabbed by Carr. Governor still was somewhat of a press even after the missed shot. That pass is deflected by Taylor, but still will be grabbed by the Tigers. And then the pass going underneath, and a shot by Carr is missed right over the top to Davis off the backboard. And Allie Davis will get the bucket. She's now got 4, and it's now 26-9. Governor still in control by 17. Larson on the right wing. Lennox Dupree will catch out top. 3:20 to go here in the second quarter. Dupree gets a screen from Soma. Drives left side, kicks it. Taylor's open for 3. She'll take it. She'll knock it down. 20-point lead for the Governors. Graceland Taylor, 5 points now in the evening. Her first 3. 29-9 on the American Family Insurance Brittany Shufflebine scoreboard. 3 minutes to go here in the first half. Into the corner. Davis has to pick up her dribble. Now will fire for 3. That one's short off of Dupree, though, and the rebound will be grabbed and put back in for Carr. Chloe Carr's got the last 4 for the Tigers. Lennox Dupree for Taylor, across court for Larson. Good bounce pass for Soma, can't handle it cleanly. Throws it, trying to get it back out for Dupree, and will end up missing, and a turnover by the Governors. Just their 5th turnover overall. As Molly Olson will check in for Soma. With 2:32 to go here in the first half. The Tigers will have to do something different in the second half with their press, because the Governors have had 0 issues beating their press. Here's a missed shot, couple missed shots. Rebound will be grabbed by Dupree, and she'll race into the front court, transition the other way, slow things down as she didn't have the numbers. And the lob pass over for Larson on the left wing. Top of the key for Olson, hands back for Dupree, gets a screen from Olson, tries to drive through 2 players, lost the ball. We get a tie-up, and it will stay with the Governors with 19 to go on the shot clock and 2:04 remaining here in the first half. Taylor will inbound on the left baseline for the Governors. Taylor still with it. Will throw it in for Dupree, who will drive in. Back out for Olson. Right side, Larson looks for her second one. She's got her second 3. Emery Larson knocks down another triple. Her second of the quarter. 8 points now for Larson here in the first half. This pass into the front court. Going underneath, there's a foul committed by Dupree. That will put Clara back to the free throw line, where they are 1 for 2 so far with 1:46 remaining here in the first half. Dupree's second foul. That's only the first foul of this second quarter combined between these two teams. First free throw from Carr is off the back iron. Addison Knight went 1 for 2 from the free throw line in the first quarter. That was the only points that were scored in the first quarter for the Huron Tigers. Second one will rattle home for Carr. 32-12. Governors lead Huron by 20. So their largest lead at 21 for the Governors. Lob pass for Olson. They can't handle that pass. It ends up being a steal for Huron. 3rd turnover of the quarter for the Governors. Allie Davis, make that James that will catch. Now it's Davis on the right side. Stripped away by Dupree, and then a foul committed by the Tigers. Davis tried to get it back and fell over the top of Olson, who grabbed the steal. And another turnover by Huron, as they're closing in on 20 turnovers in this first half. Under 90 seconds to go here in the first half. Graceland Taylor in the backcourt. Lobs it over for Richter, and then she is tripped up, and another foul committed. That's now the second team foul for the Tigers. That one's going to be on Madison Jurgens. Her first. No danger of any team shooting free throws the rest of the way here this first half. Richter will catch on the left side for Taylor. He'll try and work it around, throws it to the basket, missed the shot. Then Olsen will keep it alive, hit the bottom of the net for then a free throw line jumper from Emery Larson to fall. Great effort by Molly Olsen to keep that missed shot alive. And then Larson on the free throw line knocked down the jumper. And it's 34-12. 55 seconds to go. Here's a three ball away. That one's buried from Madison Juergens. And it's 34-15. Right in the middle of the floor, Olsen will catch. Throws it for Larson with 40 seconds to go. Still 14 seconds between shot clock and game clock, so nothing you can hold for the final shot. Olsen will catch at the top of the key. Dupree's wide open in the right wing, did not take the three. Now Richter for Larson. How about a third triple of the quarter? Absolutely for Emery Larson. Another three is buried by Larson, who's got 11 in the quarter and 13 in the game. 37-15 with 17 seconds to go. Larson knocks the ball away, and a foul committed by Larson at the last seconds. The angle for the referee that he had probably looked like Larson was the one that did trip. But from the angle that we have up here, knowing that she played clean defense on that one. 15.1 to go, though. Jasmine Yost is in for the first time. Gives Dupree a chance to take a break. Don't want her to pick up her third foul. Soma also with 2 fouls on the bench. 7 seconds remaining here in the quarter. Allison James gets to the top of the key. Now looking for a backdoor feed. That shot, referee started to go up for the foul, and that will end the first half. 37-15. It is a 22-point lead for the Pierre Governors at the end of the first half. 37-15. Pierre leads it over Huron. Back in 3 minutes with halftime stats. You're listening to Pierre Governor Basketball on Capital City Rock, and you're watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
You just got a quote from a company and are now being billed for not choosing them. Many contracts have what's referred to as a contingency agreement. These typically state that if you don't go with them, you, after insurance has approved the repair work, will be charged a percentage of the job they quoted. Ask up front if they charge to provide an estimate. Never sign anything that you haven't fully read or understand. If you have any questions, reach out to the South Dakota Office of Attorney General's Consumer Protection Division at 800-300-1986.
Larry Fry Heating and Cooling has a new name. Kruger Climate Systems has acquired Larry Fry Heating and Cooling, but it's still the same great service. Your friend Larry Fry is still a manager, and his dedication to providing you with outstanding service remains unwavering. The same quality products and services you have come to expect from Larry Fry Heating and Cooling will continue under the new leadership of Kruger Climate Systems. You can still reach us at 605-224-9548 or email us at ryan@krugercontracting.com. Kruger Climate Systems, your certified Trane and Mitsubishi dealer in Central South Dakota.
As community bankers, BankWest employees are deeply committed to supporting local causes, growing the local economy, and creating local opportunities. At a time when you can bank anywhere, we hope you choose BankWest. We'll be your financial partner for the long haul, helping you and your community achieve financial success. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Has it been years since you've been to the dentist? Are you afraid to see a dentist? If so, you are among many people who feel this way. Hi, I am Dr. Michelle Hofer of Missouri River Dentistry. At our office, we pride ourselves as an office that uses a personal touch to offer gentle dentistry, tailored to fit each patient's needs. We do so by utilizing state-of-the-art equipment and methods which allow the patients to feel comfortable. So whether it has been many years or 6 months since your last dental visit, your oral health is important. We invite you to call us at Missouri River Dentistry, 223-2021, 223-2021.
Most of us already know that Gales Gas of Pierre is the place to call for propane. They offer an automatic fill plan so you never have to worry about running out of propane. They accept debit and credit payments or a budget payment plan to spread out the cost throughout the year so you never have surprises when you get your bill. For delivery, convenience, and great customer service, call Gales Gas at 224-5518. That's Gales Gas at 224-5518.
With any dream, the wind won't always be at your back, the sun won't always be shining, and some rain is going to fall. American Family Insurance is like a good solid roof that you can trust to protect your biggest dreams. With plans that could save you up to 23% when you bundle your home and auto. Also, you can continue to dream fearlessly, no matter what comes your way. American Family Insurance.
Visit mfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company assigned its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Contact the Brittany Scheffelbein Agency, LLC, 224-6627. As we welcome you back and we get into halftime, Pierre Governors are leading it on the American Family Insurance Brittany Scheffelbein scoreboard, 37-15. Governors outscored Huron 15-1 in the first quarter and then 22-14 in the second quarter. So they extended their lead out from a 14-point lead to a 22-point advantage, which is the most highest of their advantages so far in this game. Governors are led by Emery Larson, who hit 3 threes in that first half, all coming in the second quarter. She had 11 of her 13 in the second quarter. Lennox Dupree's got 7. Grace Richter was 6. 5 points for Graceland Taylor, who knocked down a 3. 4 points for Addison Soma, who's 2 for 2 from the line. And Molly Olson's got a bucket for her 2 points. So the Governors have a total of 6 different players that have reached and scored in this game. All 6 of those players scored in that first quarter. They go 4 for 4 from the free throw line, all coming in that first quarter as well. Huron Tigers, they had just 1 point from Madison Knight, went 1 for 2 from the line in the first quarter for their only points. And then the second quarter was 4 points for Allie Davis, 5 for Chloe Carr, went 1 for 2 from the line, 3 for Madison Juergens, 2 from Hilton Hines, as they go 2 for 4 from the free throw line in that first half. But turnovers are the story. 17 turnovers for the Huron Tigers, who are much better in that second quarter, having only 5 turnovers compared to 12 first quarter turnovers. Governors have a total of 7 turnovers in the first half as well. Governors are shooting 50% from the field, where it's 30% from the field still for the Huron Tigers, but they're 6 of 20, where the Governors are 14 of 28. They've taken 8 more shots. And offensive rebounds, 4 offensive rebounds for Huron to 2 offensive rebounds for the Governors. So just that alone, those stats alone, take away the turnovers. If you don't know what the turnovers are, and you're saying the Governors have taken 8 more shots but have 2 less rebounds, that's not good. And yes, it's not good for the Huron Tigers to be outshot by 8 different field goals, as the Governors are 5 for 9 from beyond the arc, so they're shooting 56% from three-point land. But you have 8 more shots, 2 less offensive rebounds, but you have 10 less turnovers than the other team. There's a lot of different things to say, and for the fact that it's a 22-point game, I think Huron's probably going to say, well, it could be a lot worse. Points off of turnovers, right? Well, they don't have points off of turnovers to tell you about from the Huron stats like they did at T, but the Govs have taken advantage of a lot of points off of turnovers by forcing those bad passes and forcing those misplayed balls by the Huron Tigers. So really good first half for the Pierre Governors. Don't want to put it on cruise control yet, but it is a spot where if the Governors leading by 22, they should have this well in hand, and maybe even so to get some run time in the fourth quarter. But Pierre's going to be able to execute in the second half and not fall into any bad habits just because they have a 22-point lead at the end of the first half. But a great first half for the Pierre Governors all the way around, shooting 50% from the field, 56 from beyond the arc, 100% from the free throw line. There's not a whole lot of bad things to take away from this first half. It is 37-15 at the end of the first half. We've got the second half on the way. Next, back in 3 minutes, you're listening to Pierre Governor Basketball on Capital City Rock, and you're watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Looking for your next new or used car, truck, or SUV? Then go no further than the comfort of your own home. Shop online at lambmotor.com. On lambmotor.com, you'll find the vehicles Lambs has in stock. You can schedule a test drive or your vehicle's next tune-up, all online. New or used, shop for it all online, anywhere you are. Lamb Motor has the right vehicle for you. Lamb Motor in Oneida and online, lambmotor.com.
No one likes to have electrical problems, but when they happen, call Todd's Electric at 223-2518. With over 28 years of experience, Todd's Electric can handle any type of electrical problem, whether it's residential, commercial, or agricultural. Their knowledgeable staff knows and understands the importance of your home, business, or ag facility and are prepared to help. Call Todd's Electric at 223-2518. That's 223-2518. Todd's Electric, serving the Pierre and Fort Pierre areas. The line to power.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Your Pierre area Edward Jones Financial Advisors understand this. That's why Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of Governor Athletics on KCCR. Go Govs! For all your investment needs, call or stop by one of our offices to visit with your Pierre area Edward Jones Financial Advisor. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Hey you. Are you at a job that is fulfilling, has good benefits to support you or a family today, and retirement goes down the road? If you just said no, listen up. CHS River Plains is hiring operations personnel, drivers, and custom applicators at several locations. These come with a knockout affordable benefit package for you and the whole family. Apply to a job with CHS River Plains and up your benefits straight up. To apply, visit us online at chsriverplains.com or stop in at one of our locations. CHS is an equal opportunity employer.
Rev up your drive with Capital City Ford in Pierre. Dive into our impressive lineup of Ford vehicles, from sleek sedans to robust trucks. At Capital City Ford, we're not just about selling cars, we're about crafting exceptional experiences. Our knowledgeable staff is here to assist you in finding the perfect Ford that suits your lifestyle and budget. Visit us today and let us evaluate your driving experience with Capital City Ford.
Building a home. It's the biggest investment most of us make in a lifetime. Not to mention, it's a decision that, well, you pretty much live with day and night. The quality of the workmanship stares back at you like a reflection. It also affects the value of your investment. Choosing the right contractor is critical. Kruger Contracting is that contractor. Call 222-2523. Quality workmanship and materials completed on time. Kruger Contracting. In a word, quality. Call 222-2523.
We welcome you back, and we get to here for the second half as we're just underway. Allison James will catch the inbound pass as it is over on the left side for Allie Davis. 37-15, Governors lead by 22 to open up this third quarter. Davis, pass underneath for Hilton Hines, drives through. That shot is good. Dupree hit the floor, but there was no call on either side as Hilton Hines gets her second field goal. 37-17, Governors lead it by 20. As Dupree will lob it for Larson. Almost didn't have enough strength to get it to her. Larson was able to step to the ball. Here's Taylor, jab step, pulls up for three, air ball. Rebound will be off of the Tigers last, and it'll stay with the Governors. 18 to go on the shot clock with 7:21 remaining here in the third quarter. Taylor will inbound it right, make that left baseline. Lob pass out for Larson on the left wing. Takes a couple of dribbles and hands back for Dupree. Down to 10 seconds on the shot clock. Governors have to move a little bit quick as Dupree will throw it right side. Taylor will drive in. Three players cut her off. Then Soma lost the handle of the ball. Taylor will pick it up, has to put up a three, and it will end up being an air ball and a turnover as it is a shot clock violation. Went right to the hands of Hilton Hines, but still becomes a shot clock violation. And so the Governors have failed to score on their first possession, but a full minute has come off the clock in this third quarter. And still 37-17, Governors are up by 20. Lob pass goes up ahead for Davis. Huron's got a lot of work in front of them, and they got to try and cut this lead sizably down, as this will be out of bounds off of the Huron Tigers. Make that turnover number 18. As Richter will inbound. That ball is tipped. Richter will catch in the backcourt still. Trying to race into the front court, and then a foul committed by the Huron Tigers. That'll be the first team foul as Allison James gets called for her second. Grace Richter will inbound. Taylor on the left side. Top of the key for Larson. Now Richter for Taylor again. Jab steps, starts to drive in. Top of the key for Soma. Directs traffic, and Lennox Dupree will catch. Lob pass for Soma off of her hands. Saved by Larson, then poked away in the last moment by Davis when Soma had a wide open shot. And then stepping on the left side, over and through for Allison James. And it's 4 straight points here for the Huron Tigers to open things up in this third quarter. That's Allison James now, her first points. Here's Larson up ahead. Had a lane in the basket, picked up her dribble. Now we'll throw it back to the corner. Larson for 3. That's short. Rebound's going to be grabbed by Hilton Hines. Goes up ahead for Davis. 37-19. Davis, then Hines make that Davis. Missed the shot as she ran straight into the Governor defender. And the rebound off the air ball is grabbed by the Govs. Dupree lobs it for Richter. It was tipped, and then Richter hung up in the air too long and ends up off of her hands. And it's now 3 turnovers this third quarter by the Governors, with 5:32 to go here in the third. So Govs have failed to score in the first 2.5 minutes of this third quarter. As Hilton Hines at midcourt throws it for Davis. Davis picks up her dribble, and Soma will pick up the foul. Be the third foul on Addison Soma. She's the first one of both teams to reach 3 fouls. Molly Olson will check in for Soma with 5:22 to go here in the third. Inbound pass with a fresh 35 on the left baseline. Lobbed out top for Davis. Starts to drive. Richter cuts her off. Now into the corner, 3 balls away, and buried for Emily Harrington to make it 37-22. So just like that, that's a 15-point game all of a sudden. Here's Taylor into the front court. Larson will catch. Out for Dupree. Now back for Larson. Richter at the top of the key. Works it left side over for Dupree. Fakes the screen. Kicks it out top for Olson, who starts to drive. 1 dribble in. Over for Dupree. Jab step, then drives. Got free after she floated the basket. Missed the shot, though. Hilton Hines all the way up ahead for Davis. Trying to track down was Dupree, and she gets called for the foul, and that looked like she had taken that ball cleanly away. But Lennox Dupree is called for the foul, and it will be a shooting foul to put Davis to the free throw line. And now Dupree's got 3 fouls. And a timeout will be taken by Coach Bebout with 4:41 to go here in the third quarter. Good timeout taken right now here by Coach Kirk Bebout. It'll be his second timeout that he's used. He's still got 3 left. But it's a 15-point game. It was just a 22-point game coming out at halftime. But it's been 7 straight points here for Huron. And you're up by 15. You still got a large lead. But as any coach would say, we got to slow things down. We got to get back to what we did in the first half quickly. We can't wait too long to say, we got a 15-point lead. It'll be what it is. If it gets down to 10, maybe we'll take a timeout. You got to stop the momentum where it is right now for the Huron Tigers and kind of settle the Governors down and get back into the flow of where this game was at in the first half in favor of Pierre. But Davis will come to the free throw line out of the timeout with 4:41 to go here in the third quarter. 37-22. Governors still lead it by 15. It's amazing how the different scores show different things. If it was a 8-point lead at the end of the first half, it's a 15-point game right now. It is unbelievably different than it is a 22-point game to now a 15-point game as Davis misses the first free throw. Second one here from Allie Davis. That one will fall through and get the sub checking in as Addison Knight is back in the game. 37-23, no press here from the Huron Tigers. They're going to work to the half-court defense. Lennox Dupree will bring it into the front court here for the Governors. 37-23 on the American Family Insurance Brittany Schuffelbein scoreboard. Dupree out top for Richter, over the left side for Larson. Back out top for Olson, and she'll work into the right wing. Jasmine Yost, who's into the game for her first real minutes of this ball game. Dupree will drive all the way to the bucket. Missed the layup, though, and the rebound's grabbed by Carr. So the lid fell back on top of this basket here on the near side, right below us at the Huron Arena. And the Govs can't buy a bucket right now here to open up this third quarter. Driving all the way to the basket. Hines missed the shot. A lot of traffic, a lot of contact. 3-on-2 the other way. Olsen up ahead for Dupree. Good extra pass to Larson, who will put it in for 2. Emery Larson now with 15. Good use of the 3 players from Olsen to Dupree. And then that one extra pass on the 3-on-2 to Larson for the easy layup. And the Govs have their first points of this third quarter. That pass is deflected or off the hands, but still grabbed by Knight. Going underneath, Carr will make the shot and is fouled. And Chloe Carr makes it 39-25. Chance for an and one for Carr, who now has 7 points, 3:32 to go. Graceland Taylor is going to check back in the game for Yost. This Governor team went just 7 deep in that first half. Yost only had 15 seconds of playing time in that first half. Everybody else, as Taylor was going to have a lane violation, but it doesn't matter as the free throw was made by Chloe Carr. So it's 39-26, 13-point lead still here for the Governors. 3:24 to go in the third. Dupree on the left side. Out top for Olsen, who looks to the basket, throws it right side for Taylor, takes one dribble to her left. Richter will catch the Larson down the left side. Olsen back out top, again, looks to the basket, but finds Dupree, who will lob it back to Olsen. Shot was rejected by Carr, and it's taken by the Tigers. Carr rejects the shot and grabs the board. On the right side into the corner, James had lost the ball, is able to recover. Then an extra pass, good job by Larson to come down to knock the ball free on the pass inside, as Soma will check in for Olsen. Davis is back in the game as well. It'll be a right baseline inbound underneath the basket with 2:52 to go and 22 on the shot clock. As it comes out top, right side here, the Tigers move in. Hines, good defense by Soma. Rebound, though, by Carr. That putback is missed. Soma comes flying in, trying to grab the rebound. It's a tie-up, and it will stay with the Huron Tigers. Nope, it will go back to the Governors with 2:42 to go here in the third quarter. So good defense there by the Governors. Good defense by Soma. Lennox Dupree for the Governors. Walking across midcourt. Gives away for Taylor to work on the left side for Larson. Takes the pass inside. Now Richter to the right side. Underneath, cutting the basket was Larson, who catches it from Taylor. And Emery Larson now with 17 on the evening. 41-26. Govs are back up by 15 with 2:17 to go here in the third quarter. Listen to KCCR FM Blunt, a Riverfront broadcasting station. On the left side, as Knight will pick it up, and then driving in. Shot was short by Davis. Rebounds tipped and grabbed by Taylor. Lennox Dupree here for the Governors. Under 2 to go here in the third quarter. 15-point lead for the Governors. Dupree here in the front court. Larson will catch in the left wing. Right back to Dupree, who fakes the shot, starts to drive in, and then is fouled. And we get a whistle with 1:45 to go. That's the second Huron team foul of the quarter. Milton Hines will get called for her first foul, and she'll check out. And in is Harrington. Fresh 35 for the Governors with 1:45 to go. Dupree will catch out top from Larson. Underneath for Soma, turns with the right hand. Shot was blocked, but a foul committed. And Addison Soma will go to the free throw line. Third team foul now here by Huron. Second foul from Carr. And Soma's at the line for 2. First free throw here from Soma. That one will be well short. Hit the front of the rim. And so Soma will take the second free throw here. That one's good for Soma. So the Governors are now 5 for 6 from the free throw line. Off the press on the inbound pass. The Governors almost took the ball away. Davis still with it into the backcourt. It'll be on the left side. And a pass comes over our right wing for Harrington. Floats to the basket, missed the shot, maybe looking for the pass. And goes deflected off of Dupree last and out of play. With 1:21 remaining here in the third quarter. So 18 to go on the shot clock as the first shot from Harrington never hit the rim. And then we get a 5-second call against the Huron Tigers. They've been better at not turning the ball over. Just their second turnover of this third quarter. And with 1:17 to go here in the third, Lennox Dupree working into the front court. Coach Kaufman not happy. Graceland Taylor, Grace Richter looking for, trying to get a backdoor cut for Dupree. Now Soma will drive all the way in. She is fouled as she went to the basket, got hit hard, and will go to the line for 2 free throws. Allie Davis will pick up her second. 4th team foul with 1 minute to go here in the third quarter. And Soma back to the free throw line where she's 3 for 4 so far. Make that 4 for 5. The lead's back to 17. So right now it looks like outside of a blitz here in the final minute of this third quarter, the Governors will be outscored in this third quarter, but are trying to hold on to a near 20-point lead as Soma goes 2 for 2 from the line and will come out for Molly Olson. 44-26, back to an 18-point advantage here for the Governors. As a pass in the backcourt, it is picked up and grabbed by Jurgen. And then a carry is called, another turnover by the Huron Tigers. As Allie Davis was racing down the floor. And then a turnover, third one of the quarter. 50 seconds to go now here in the third. Govs can get back up by 20. Dupree for Taylor, or for Richter. Allows it back out for Dupree. Larson will catch, open for 3. Shot was blocked though. Last second, nice reach out from Addison Knight to block that 3. Then that pass will be deflected and stolen away by Taylor. Racing to the floor, Richter will turn, she's open, left-handed layup is good. Back to a 20-point advantage here for the Governors. Grace Richter now with 8, then a foul committed with 21 seconds to go. That is the 4th Governor foul, so no free throws here with 21.5, and Jasmine Yost will check back in. Graceland Taylor will pick up her first foul. Dupree will check out with her 3 fouls. Soma and Dupree both with 3 fouls each are on the bench. 21.5 to go. There is no shot clock the rest of this quarter. Into the front court for James. Picks up her dribble near the sideline. Was able to get it back to Davis. And now Hilton Hines drives all the way to the bucket. An easy layup. Governors let her go for an easy bucket. 46-28 with 7 seconds to go. Governors will race down the floor for Larson. Down to 3 seconds. Larson over for Yost. Got to get a shot. Larson, long 3, and not going to have enough to get there. 46-28, though. The Governors do lead it by 18 points going into the fourth quarter. Back with the fourth quarter in a minute. You're listening to Pierre Governor Basketball on Capital City Rock and watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
The long-standing rivalries, or is it seeing friends again and cheering on your favorite team? At First Dakota, we're here for it all. We appreciate the fans, the players, the coaches and officials, the concessions crew. The shared community experience is part of what makes life here great, and we're here for it. See you at the game. First Dakota National Bank, member FDIC.
Ferding Electric and their team of electricians have been serving the electrical needs of Central South Dakota for over 60 years. For fast, dependable service, call Ferding Electric for free estimates. Commercial, residential, and farm wiring. You'll find a large selection of light bulbs, including the hard-to-find fluorescent bulbs. Ferding Electric at 2903 East Elizabeth Street in Pierre. They'll do the job right the first time. Call 605-224-8684. Ferding Electric, 605-224-8684.
As we welcome you back into the fourth quarter, the Pierre Governors lead it 46-28, an 18-point lead as we head to the final 8 minutes of regulation. John Winkler with you on this Tuesday evening as we're underway to start this fourth quarter. Huron has the ball to start the fourth as Hilton Hines has it on the right side for the Tigers. Her pass goes underneath, an open shot was missed, and a rebound is tipped off of Allie Davis, and it will go back to the Governors. 14 seconds into this fourth quarter. And everything that could go wrong for the Huron Tigers tonight has gone wrong for them. Lennox Dupree will work into the front court here for the Governors. To the left side for Graceland Taylor. Taylor will drive, kicks it for Soma. Now left side, make that right side for Dupree. Back out top for Richter. Larson will catch on the left wing. Soma out top and gives way to the right side for Taylor. Fakes the pass and gives it for Soma underneath, but missed the shot. Rebound is fought for. Soma gets it. Put back is good for Addison Soma. She now has 9, and the Governors are back up by 20, 48-28. They have control from the starts. It was 15-1 after the first quarter. 37-22 at half. This will be turned back over. Davis for 3. That one's knocked down by Allie Davis. And a timeout will be taken by Coach Kaufman with 6:53 to go here in the fourth quarter. And it's 48-31. A 17-point advantage as we'll keep it here on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. Governors are on their way to picking up the win. The Pierre Governor boys right now, they're down 48-35 in the third quarter to the Huron Tigers. They're trying to pick up a win as well, but the Governor girls right now looking to get to 8-6 on the season. Huron would drop to 7-9. Governor girls will be off until next Tuesday when they take on the Brookings Bobcats. We'll have that game for you. I'll have the call in Brookings for that game with a 7 o'clock tip-off. That's a big matchup as well. When you look at the standings going into tonight, Brookings at 9-5. They are right above the Governors, who will be 8-6 after this one. So that's a big one. That's coming up next Tuesday on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. Lennox Dupree for Grace Richter into the front court as the Governors again easily beat the press of the Huron Tigers. Taylor throws it out top for Dupree. Now Larson will catch the left wing. Zone defense for the Tigers. Governors have been able to work the ball around quickly to find holes in that defense. Richter will start to drive. Lost the handle of the ball. Davis will take it away. 10th turnover by the Governors. Then Davis lost the handle of it. It's out of bounds off of Davis. And it'll be another turnover by the Huron Tigers. Their 22nd turnover of the night. 6:23 to go. And we get a bench warning to Coach Kaufman. I think maybe he was too far down the sideline. Usually he just ends up being a technical, but I think Coach Kaufman was trying to get one earlier in the third quarter. Lennox Dupree at the top of the key, right side for Graceland Taylor. Governors will continue to slow things down, but Taylor's open for 3 in the right wing, and she'll bury a triple. Graceland Taylor makes it a 20-point game again. Taylor's second 3, 8 points for her tonight. 51-31. Governors lead it by 20. That pass, that'll be missed by the Tigers. And another turnover. That was well out in front of the intended target, and it's a 20-point lead with 5:50 to go here in the fourth quarter. And Pierre has just been all over the floor and have been all over the Tigers this entire game. Not allowing a field goal to be scored in the first quarter, forcing 12 turnovers. Dupree steps into a long-range 3, and that one hits the front of the rim and is missed as Harrington will catch. They did not even pick up Dupree at all. Might even had a chance to take another step in before anybody from Huron was going to pick her up. Driving baseline, foul committed by the Governors. That by Soma, that will be her 4th. And Addison Soma picks up her 4th foul with 5:27 to go here in the fourth quarter. Inbound pass be taken here, the Huron Tigers. Lost the handle of the ball. Taylor will go to the floor for it to take it away. And a timeout will be taken by Coach Bebout, as he'll take one of his final 3 timeouts. I don't know if he's got a 30-second timeout or not. He'll say 30-second, but I think he does have that 30-second timeout. So with 5:15 to go, 51-31, Governors force another Huron turnover. Story of the game, 12 turnovers in that first quarter led to a 15-1 lead for the Governors at the end of the first 8 minutes. And it was 37-15 at the break. And the Govs still had an 18-point lead after 3 quarters. It's back up to 20. 22 has been their largest lead so far this evening. And they have dominated this basketball game from start to finish. It took about 2 minutes to get that first point scored. But then Pierre had a strong first quarter. They finished with a really strong second quarter. They scored 22 points in that second quarter. Well, even had 9 in that third, but that's a good pace of 22 points in a quarter. They had 20 in the first quarter against T, but then slowed things down offensively. Not so much that they tried to slow it down, but the pace slowed down tremendously. Here's a skip pass for Dupree. Trying to go underneath for Soma. Ball tipped away and out of bounds. It will stay with the Governors. Trying to save it was Addison Knight. 4:56 to go here in the fourth quarter. Still 16 on the shot clock. Taylor lob it out. Misses for Richter. And then we'll pick it up in the backcourt. Richter will reset the possession here with only 10 seconds to go on the shot clock. Taylor, pass over for Larson, pulls up for 3 in the corner. Off back iron, rebounds tipped around. Knight will have it for a moment, and then it will be Hilton Hines that will pick it up. 4:35 to go here in the fourth. Hines right down the middle of the floor to the free throw line. Kicks it back out for Knight. And then underneath for Carr. Throws it off the glass, gets it to fall. And Chloe Carr now with 10 points. First Tiger in double figures, 51-33. Still 4:15 to go, an 18-point advantage. Dupree on the left side for Richter. Dupree top of the key, right wing for Taylor. Now back to Dupree. Over for Richter, who will drive. Back out top for Dupree. Now in the corner again for Larson on the left side. Ball poked away from her and out of bounds. They'll stay with the Govs with 3:59 to go and 11 seconds on the shot clock. Dupree for Richter. Now for Larson. Over for Dupree. It's going to be a long 2 for Dupree. Missed the shot. And the rebound's grabbed by the Tigers. That pass, that's deflected by Taylor. Good hands by Graceland Taylor, who races down the floor. The right-handed layup to lay it in. 53-33. Graceland Taylor, she now has 10 points in the night. She's going to be close to double in points and steals. Mendel Miller and I did a game a couple weeks ago where Taylor had just about almost had a triple-double on steals, along with also rebounds, as Grace Richter will get this steal. Up ahead for Soma, who will lay it off the glass to get it to go. Addison Soma with now 11 on the evening. Another player in double figures for the Governors. Pass out top with 3 minutes remaining. 55-33. Governors lead it by 22. That foul will be committed. It looked like it was going to be a block shot. Was that on Soma? If it is, it'll be her 4th. Or make that her 5th. And that will be Soma's 5th, but she'll leave with 11 points in the evening as she fouls out. Molly Olson and Jasmine Yost are both in, as Graceland Taylor will come to the bench as well. And stepping to the free throw line will be Hilton Hines, where the Tigers are 4 for 7 from the line. 2:57 to go here in the fourth quarter. First free throw from Hines is good. 55-34. A 21-point advantage. Second free throw will fall through as well. Making a 20-point game again. Grace Richter on the inbound. Governors up by 20. Under 3 to play here in the fourth quarter. Stay tuned. Post-game show will be coming up. See if we can't get a word with Coach Kirk Beebout. That pass almost was out of bounds. Somehow Dupree was able to, one, get a hand on it, then track it down before it got on the sideline. Jasmine Yost, top of the key for Olson. On the right side for Larson. Back out top. Underneath. Good pass from Richter to Olson with the left hand to finish. And Molly Olson with 4 points on the evening. 57-35. 22-point advantage here for the Governors. Thought about a long 3 from Gorgon. Now driving Long layup was missed, too strong with it by Knights. We're going to get some subs checking in. Governors will start to empty the bench, and a timeout will be taken just to get subs in. As we have Mackenzie Flottmeyer checking in, along with also Marina Bushbaum. And it will be Jordan Kirky that will also be in here for the Governors. So all starters are out for the Governors with 2:04 remaining. And a solid effort by the Governors. When you get pulled the starters with about 2 minutes to go, let them all hang out on the bench. As it is Bushbaum for Yost. Top of the key for Kirky. Now Mackenzie Flottmeyer. Working around, Olsen will pull up for a long three and knock it down for Molly Olsen. It makes it 60-35. Olsen with 5 in the quarter, 7 in the game. 25-point lead with 1:30 to go. The free throw line, that jumper's missed. The rebound's grabbed by the Governors. Yost will work it into the front court. Right side for Flottmeyer. Thought about a long shot. Now Kirky back for Yost again. 1:13 to go here in the fourth quarter. Olsen gets a good pass for Bushbaum, but lost the handle of it trying to go up for the shot. It was partially blocked, stolen away, but we're down to the final minutes of this fourth quarter. 25-point lead for the Governors, their largest of the game, as they did not trail this game at all. It was not close. Once the Governors got on the scoreboard, it was not close. It's a shot that's missed, and the rebound will be grabbed. Molly Olsen will go up to the floor. 40 seconds to go. You have to get one more shot away to the Governors. Flottmeyer here at the top of the key. It is Bushbaum over to the right side for Yost. And Yost will throw it for Kirky out top. Left side for Olsen with 15 seconds on the shot clock. Bushbaum will hand for Flottmeyer. It is now for Kirky. Yost with 7 to go on the shot clock. Starts to drive, kicks it over. Flottmeyer pulls up for 3. That's knocked in by Mackenzie Flottmeyer. And one more 3 for good measure to make it a 28-point lead. Down to 3 seconds to go. A 63-35 win for the Pierre Governors. 28-point win for Pierre tonight. All over the Huron Tigers to go to 8-6 in the season. Post-game show is on the way next. Back in 3 minutes. You're listening to Pierre Governor Basketball on Capital City Rock, and you're watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
People helping people.
Have you ever wondered what the benefits are of becoming a Owyhee Federal Credit Union member? At Owyhee Federal Credit Union, we reinvest profits in you. We do this in the form of lower interest rates, higher dividends, and low to no fees. So come check us out or come in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre, because at Owyhee Federal Credit Union, we treat our members like they own the place because, well, they do.
Owyhee Federal Credit Union.
At Shane's Pharmacy, your health care is important, and Shane wants to be the pharmacist to take care of you. Shane's Pharmacy will make sure your prescriptions are filled in a timely manner, they will answer your questions, and they will even deliver to your home or office. Call 223-9200. Shane's Pharmacy, the pharmacy you know and trust. The number again is 223-9200. Shane's Pharmacy in Fort Pierre, proud to support high school athletics.
You just got a quote from a company and are now being billed for not choosing them. Many contracts have what's referred to as a contingency agreement. These typically state that if you don't go with them, you, after insurance has approved the repair work, will be charged a percentage of the job they quoted. Ask up front if they charge to provide an estimate. Never sign anything that you haven't fully read or understand. If you have any questions, reach out to the South Dakota Office of Attorney General's Consumer Protection Division at 800-300-1986.
Larry Fry Heating and Cooling has a new name. Kruger Climate Systems has acquired Larry Fry Heating and Cooling, but it's still the same great service. Your friend Larry Fry is still a manager, and his dedication to providing you with outstanding service remains unwavering. The same quality products and services you have come to expect from Larry Fry Heating and Cooling will continue under the new leadership of Kruger Climate Systems. You can still reach us at 605-224-9548 or email us at ryan@krugercontracting.com. Kruger Climate Systems, your certified Trane and Mitsubishi dealer in Central South Dakota.
As community bankers, BankWest employees are deeply committed to supporting local causes, growing the local economy, and creating local opportunities. At a time when you can bank anywhere, we hope you choose BankWest. We'll be your financial partner for the long haul, helping you and your community achieve financial success. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Did you know it is important for your child to see the dentist at the time their first tooth erupt? A healthy smile begins at birth, and there are many variables, from healthy eating habits to good oral hygiene and routine dental care. Hi, I am Dr. Michelle Hofer. At Missouri River Dentistry, we enjoy working with people of all ages. Dentistry is our profession, but people are our focus. I invite families to come experience an office that uses the latest techniques and equipment to be sure you receive that healthy and happy smile. To schedule your appointments for your family, call us at 223-2021. Kids love us, parents trust us.
And we welcome you back here into the post-game show. The Hawaii Capitals, the Pierre Governors. We're on Capital City Rock, but it's the Pierre Governors that get the win. Big win, 63-50, 63-35, a 28-point victory for the Governors as they get 17 total points from Emery Larson, who leads all scorers, 11 from Addison Soma before she fouled out, and Graceland Taylor finished with 10 as well. As the Governors get 7 different players in the score sheet. Molly Olson finished with 7. Grace Richter had 8. Lennox Dupree had 7. And it was 3 points for Mackenzie Flottmeyer, who got in the final minute and 53 seconds of that game. As the Governors, they took the lead early on, and there was 0 lead changes, 0 ties. The Governors led 15-1 after the first quarter and end up leading 37-15 at the end of the first half. They got outscored in the third, 13-9, but end up outscoring Huron again 17-7 in the fourth quarter to pick up the 28-point win. 10 points for Chloe Carr, 8 for Allie Davis and Hilton Hines. It was 3 points apiece for Abigail Harrington and Madison Jurgens. 2 points for Allison Janes, and then a single point for Addison Knight, who went 1 for 2 from the free throw line. Governors end up shooting at 48% from the field, 42% from long range, and end up shooting overall 7 of 8 from the free throw line, so 88% from the free throw line. Where Huron shot 35% from the field and 50% from long range, going 3 for 6 in the ball game. Where the Governors end up being 8 of 19 overall from beyond the arc, and they shot 67% from the free throw line, going 6 of 9 overall. Biggest story though, 26 turnovers for the Huron Tigers, and they had almost 20 of those in the first half. It was 17 turnovers in the first half for Huron. They had just 9 in the second half, but still 26 turnovers in that first half. Governors end up with 13 turnovers in the entire ball game. But overall, pure, very sound game all the way through from beginning to end. The Govs played a fantastic basketball game to pick up a 63-35 win and improve to 8-6 on the season. So the Govs now will be off until we get to next Tuesday when they take on the Brookings Bobcats on the road. It'll be a 7 o'clock tip-off. We'll have coverage around 6:40 in Brookings on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. We'll have that game for you coming up from Brookings next week, Tuesday. If your boys are still playing right now, you can head over to KCCR. And if you're on YouTube at KCCR Sports, just look for the other video and watch the end of that game as well on YouTube at KCCR Sports. But that'll wrap things up for us here from the Huron Arena as the Governors pick up a big win. We'll say thanks to Emma Thielen back at the station. John Wickley here signing off. Pierre Governors 63-35 win over the Huron Tigers here tonight as we say so long from the Huron Arena.
You've been listening to Pierre Governor Basketball on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. The Pierre Governors are brought to you by State Farm Insurance Becky Potsuba Agency, the American of Fort Pierre, BankWest, Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota, Birding Electric, Gales Gas, American Family Insurance Brittany Schaffelbein Agency, CHS River Plains, First Dakota National Bank, Shane's Pharmacy, Missouri River Dentistry, Kruger Contracting, Edward Jones Financial, Lamb Motor, Owyhee Federal Credit Union, Todd's Electric, and the South Dakota Office of Attorney General Division of Consumer Protection. Join us next time for Pierre Governor Basketball on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. This has been a special presentation of Riverfront Broadcasting Sports, Central South Dakota.